Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today I'm taking a look at this brand new 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning. Now this Lightning here is a Lariat model and it's finished in Avalanche Gray, which is actually a brand new color for 2023. And again, we have it here on this Lightning. Now the Lightning is a fully electric F-150 and it's based heavily off of the regular gas F-150 that you see basically everywhere. This is the most popular vehicle in North America. So Ford introduced this for the 2022 model and it's since become quite popular. And again, this one here is a Lariat model. So it's very nicely equipped. It has the 511A, which is an equipment group offering, meaning this is basically a fully loaded truck. Now we're going to take a quick walk around the outside of this particular one, then we'll hop into the interior. So the front end of the Lightning is different from a regular F-150. Ford uses a light bar, so we have light that starts on the driver's side headlight and it makes its way around to the passenger side headlight here. So it has a nice LED bar and it does look super cool at night. And there's even a light bar on the back, which I will show you here in just a second. But the headlights are LED, of course, so they are projector beam, very bright, and they are also adaptive. So they actually move in the direction of the steering wheel, just to kind of give you more light in that direction there. And then the bumpers are body colored, and it even includes some parking sensors there as well. We'll come around to the side here. This has the 20-inch wheel, which is wrapped in a 275/60 all-terrain tire. Now this wheel is actually the same one you get on the XLT. So they're actually one wheel option for the XLT and Lariat models. Your Platinum does get a different style. And there's the Lariat badging here on the side. Now this is the charge port door, so we can just push that to open it up. There's a status indicator right here, which will show you the status of the charge. And then you have the fast charging capability as well. And there's even a little Easter egg on the inside of the lid there. Close that back up. Body colored mirrors, which does feature the side spotlight mirror as well as your side view camera. Fully power operated, of course. And then they're only offered as a Super Crew with the 5.5 foot bed. So you actually can't get any other configuration other than what you see here. Sidebar, your side step does include a little LED light right there. So when you open up the door, it actually does light up, which is again nice for, of course, when it's dark outside. There's your Lightning logo, which has a nice blue sort of accent to it. And then we'll come around to the rear end, and then you see that light bar right there, which is reminiscing of the front. So it does have the reverse lights actually integrated right here. And then that rear bumper is body colored as well, just like the front, and it includes the parking sensors. Do a Class 4 hitchback here, which includes the 4 and 7 pin connection. Now this being an extended range battery, Lightning can tow up to 10,000 pounds, so it's a nice healthy towing limit. Power tailgate is standard on Lariat as well. Includes the tailgate step with the tailgate work surface. Back here we have the 9.6 kilowatt Pro Power on board. This is basically an inverter system that utilizes the massive battery that's included on these, and you can harness that through these outlets here in the bed. So you have various different outlets ranging from 240 volt 30 amp, which is a massive plug, and then your standard household style outlets back here. So you can plug basically anything in here and it will power it, no problem at all. There's also LED box lighting and lots of different tie-down points. I'll quickly take a look into the front trunk. There's a little button under there that will open up, and it will beep a couple times just to let you know that it's opening, but it will open right up there. It is on powered struts. This is a weather sealed trunk area, so you do have weather stripping. Of course, it is fully watertight. This is also where you access the washer fluid. There's also a jump point down here, so if you need to jump a vehicle, you have a jump point underneath this cover here. And there's some additional kind of mechanics in behind that cover there as well. So this is a very nice storage system. And again, this is all additional storage that you wouldn't see in a gas vehicle. So this is definitely a nice addition here. 400 liter enclosed capacity here with a 400 pound limit. So you get a nice amount of storage capability. Additional storage underneath. This one has the mobile charge cord. So this is your 120 volt, 240 volt plug. You can plug into your wall. And then right down there's actually a drain, so you can actually fill this with ice or water or whatever, and you can actually drain it. So you can actually have a built-in cooler in the front of your Lightning, so that's super cool. Nice heavy-duty sort of plastic polymer material. And then right here is actually a little mini Pro Power on board. So you have a bunch of outlets with a little USB hub right there, so you can power everything up, no problem. And there's even lighting on the inside of the lid. And now we'll take a look into the interior of the Lightning. Now again, this is a Lariat model, so this is a very, very nicely equipped truck. We have these nice leather seats, which are of course fully power operated. They're heated and cooled, they're all that. So again, they're very, very nice, very comfortable leather seat. And even on the door panel, nice soft touch leather here on the armrest. And of course, power controls for everything. Yeah, three-way memory that not only works for the driver's seat, but also the power steering column and the power pedals. So again, everything's power operated, and it does work with that memory function. So if you have more than one driver in your family or whatever, you can use these buttons here and actually program all the settings for a button. So it's convenient if you have more than one driver. Got the 8-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system there on the door. Of course, lots and lots of storage. You got a bunch of controls over here. You got your lights. You got the front trunk, your tailgate release, and this does have an electronic parking brake. There is a manual release for the front trunk. So worst case scenario, you know, your front release doesn't work. You do have a manual release down here in case you need to get in. And there's your tire loading information. Step inside here, take a look at the key fob. This is a keyless fob. It's basically the same keys you would get in any Ford vehicle, except this one has the front trunk release and that rear tailgate with push button start. Now the Lightning does have the capability of using phone as a key, so you can actually program Ford Pass, the mobile app on your phone, to use that as a key fob. So you actually don't even need a key, and it'll recognize your phone and it'll use that. So that's definitely a nice feature there. But this is the 511A equipment group, which is kind of confusing the way Ford does that, but basically means this has the extended range battery included. There is a standard and an extended range battery, one being less range, one being more, but of course it is cheaper. So this is your top range. Currently we're not quite 100%, but we're probably about 97%, and we're at 504 kilometers of range, which is actually quite close to the max range of the extended battery, which is 515. So we're quite close to that. And of course, that's very optimal conditions to actually achieve that range, but just like a gas vehicle. But we'll look at the steering wheel, which is nice leather wrapped. It's heated, very nicely, nice feel to it. It has the Blue Cruise system, so that's included with the Lariat as well. You actually see a little Blue Cruise logo right there, and there are actually sensors in here, which you can maybe see them blinking. They don't actually blink in real life, that's just because of the camera, but there's sensors right there and then also on the side, and those are actually watching your eyes as you're driving, so you can have hands-free driving, which is a nice feature for road trips, highway use. It's definitely great for that. So you have that system right there. There's also your volume buttons down here, and then on the right side you have controls for the center gauge cluster, which is of course a full screen. It's fully customizable, very, very easy to use, and then some multimedia controls below that. In the middle is where you're going to find the Sync 4A display. This is a massive, massive screen, and this comes on Lariat and Platinum models, and it's 15-inch from the corner to corner, so it's a huge, huge screen. And it's used more in more Ford vehicles now. Ford's kind of implementing them in more and more vehicles, but it kind of started with the Lightning and the Mach-E, so they're electric vehicles. We'll kind of start here in the top corner. So this is your home screen. This is where you're going to find all of your menus, like your radio, your phone, navigation. This also has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have your charging stuff down here, your Pro Power on board, towing. It's got a lot of stuff right there. And there's even little games. Ford actually made little games for the screen, so you can actually do those. Next one is your settings and your controls. And there's basically an endless list of controls and settings for this thing. You've got drive modes, you've got one pedal drive, there's your locking differential, lots of driver assistance features, general settings, software updates, zone lighting, again, lots and lots of stuff. And then the next one is the 360 camera, and you can cycle through a bunch of different views right there. And then this is your main screen, so this is where you're going to have your radio popped up, or you can quickly change that if you want navigation. You can just click the navigation tab and then it will quickly and easily pull it up there. If you want your phone settings, you can click phone, or maybe you want the music up. And you can see how it's kind of replacing it with the previous one that you used. So it's kind of like a hotkey system, how it uses your most frequently used tabs are right down there. And then the bottom section is designated to the climate control, so it's always in the bottom, so you always know where it is. And it is dual zone. It's also automatic, so you can just set it to a temperature, and then it'll just automatically adjust for you. And again, heated and cooled seats, and you can actually use this dial here in the middle and adjust it. Or if you want to adjust the fan speed, now it adjusts the fan speed. So it's kind of a multi-purpose knob, and it also is used for volume and a bunch of other stuff. But we'll move off of the screen. We have a wireless charger down here, some USB connections. This one has the Max trailer tow package, so you get Pro trailer backup and then the your brake controller right below that. Your automatic transmission selector. You can actually fold the shifter down. And there's a little handle here on the back of the console. It has the interior work surface, so you can now have a nice flat surface here. You can throw your lunch or your laptop, whatever you want, do some work on there. So you have a nice flat surface. Put that back up. We're going to find more outlets right here. Inverter outlet, there's also a 12 volt. Keep everything charged up. Again, just like the bed, you have lots and lots of power. Dual glove box, of course, lots and lots of storage. Nice storage on the dash here as well. The interior design is very similar to an F-150, but it is different. Ford did redesign the dash. We got this nice stitching here and this nice kind of brown, almost aluminum look trim. And the last feature up top is the twin panel panoramic sunroof. Now we'll take a look into the rear seat of this Lightning. Now again, just like the front, have the leather seats back here. Just kidding, this is a Lariat model, so this is your nicely equipped. And we get these nice gray faced bucket here with that brown stitching that I kind of just showed you on the dash. So again, it is nice stitching here. And these are also heated. Your outer seats are heated on the Lariat model. We can flip this up. We got some storage back here. So this is the lockable storage. It's currently in its up position, but you actually can fold this flat. And then the rubber floor mats are back here. A couple of accessories. There's your box link system, which actually gives you more tie-down points for the bed. So there's little cleats back there. You can actually attach more tie-down points. But we'll put this back down. There is the heated seat controls right there. There's also more outlets, of course. USB, you got an inverter outlet, and then a 12 volt, so we can keep everything charged up. And a nice view of the panoramic sunroof. So if you're interested in this particular 2023 F-150 Lightning, it is for sale here at McPhee Ford. You can give us a call or visit us at mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.